2, 1, win!
Fight between John McClane and John Rambo. Who would win in a fight between John McClane and John Rambo? John McClane and John Rambo. Between John McClane and John Rambo.
Well, they're both cheesy stars from the 80s.
Well, the important thing is, does John Rambo have HGH?
Ooh, okay, so Rambo's got the muscle thing going on. He's way, way, way stronger than like a deadbeat cop.
Definitely Rambo. He's got an M60.
That's a tough one. I mean, on the one hand, you got the Die Hard, and he's insensitive to pain.
McClane's just a cop.
I mean, Rambo's got that cool accent, so he's just confuses you because you have no idea what he's saying. I give you doll. Well, I hear they're both shorter in reality than they are on camera.
I gotta give it to Die Hard because
Drove his car into a helicopter.
it's about the cunning.
M60.
Rambo. He's tougher, stronger, bigger.
Is Rambo, if he's in the jungle, he's got the mud thing and he can stick up against the wall and then you see the eyes and it's just
He's so down with the diggity. Even at an old age, he kills people with camouflage in the middle of the forest.
John McClane, Bruce Willis, he hasn't played a whole bunch of guys that just are super manly, cliche.
What was the question again?
Who would win in a fight between John Rambo and John McClane?
Okay, I would probably have to go with John McClane.
Whereas Stallone, I mean, come on. He's thrown down in Rocky, he's thrown down in Rambo, he's thrown down.
Whenever you guys ask these questions, you need to specify the setting.
I think it depends where they are,
Okay, so if I'm in a cage fight in the inner city with a crowd, it's different than if I'm in the wilderness, surrounded by trees, and Rambo's in camouflage, and there's some guy in a cop suit walking around trying to shoot things. Or driving his car around in the forest.
Let's say they were in the jungle, but they're both driving cars. Let's say they're both driving cars in a forest. And the jungle is full of European terrorists. There's European terrorists in the forest. Who would win?
Ooh, that's tough.
European terrorists.
I'm not really sure Rambo is familiar fighting European terrorists.
With some Danish guys that are pissed off because they can't find enough fish to pickle.
Rambo.
I'm gonna have to say Rambo. That's his turf. That's his home, his native stomping grounds.
Rambo, stronger. Even if they're in cars.
The same kind of car? Or there's a different kind of car?
They're both in Ford Broncos.
How are they driving cars through a jungle?
Because he can get out of his car and hide in the tops of the trees and shoot explosive arrows into the wheels of John McClane's car.
You basically have Fabio and all of his little buddies running through a forest with machine guns, and John McClane's trying to kill him, and Rambo's there with his exploding tipped arrows. And does anyone actually sell that crap?
See, I think I would have to go with Rambo on that one because he would mount his machine gun on top of his Bronco.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and McClane would be with his pistol out the window.
But I think it would, however, subject us to some more terrible cliches.
John McClane and John Rambo were in a cruise ship, and also on that ship was none other than Steven Seagal.
Is Keanu Reeves there too?
Well, I think the most important thing that we all can be thankful for is that both of them would try to kill Steven Seagal.
See, I think they would join together, the forces of good, and
Steven Seagal never wins.
I think they'd team up to kick Seagal's butt.
they would kill Steven Seagal as the forces of evil.
And it would not be that hard. Let's be honest.
Ever.
See, I think that after they killed him, then they would bond and they would form their a little super group.
Steven Seagal. Seagal.
You think he'd beat them both?
He has to.
What if they were in an airport and there were also a bunch of monkeys with machine guns?
I don't even know. Do monkeys have opposable thumbs?
That's true.
Can monkeys fire weapons?
They could fire 4 machine guns at the same time.
Monkeys can use guns.
Holy crap. That's frightening.
I'm gonna go with Rambo because odds are John McClane's gonna show up with a pistol and a lot of rage and blood, and Rambo will be there with a .50 caliber that he's shooting with one hand. So,
Did you say John McClane or John McCain?
is there really a difference? Because in my mind, they are one and the same. Don't contradict me.
Okay.
Wait, so who would win in a fight between Rambo and John McCain?
I'm gonna go with Rambo because John McClane is not taking HGH. what? I would go with John McClane. I think McClane has more experience fighting in airplanes. McClane, John McClane. John McClane would definitely kill Rambo if they were in an airplane getting attacked by snakes and Samuel L. Jackson
During Christmas.
During Christmas.